Number 5. It was agreed that Advocate George Baloi will be prosecutor when Social Cast 636-10-2014 begins. It was agreed that number 5, accused number 5. When I say number 5, you must know that I'm talking about accused number 5, Sifiso Ntuli. That is granted by Msololo.
Yes.
Will be converted into the witness in terms of the provisions of Section 204 of CPA. Section 204 of CPA is the state witness now. He turned the witness against his own colleagues. And he will plead guilty as well as incriminating number 1 to 4 in the matter of Senzo Robert Meiwa. Advocate Msololo had already agreed on terms and conditions with 2020. The benefits that stand to be there for the judge on accomplishing the mission as follows. He will be paid 35 million and the promotion to senior judge. Note, all of above were to be done to save prosecuting people in their house and avoiding issuing certificates for null prosecution with aim to disturb or frustrate private prosecution of Kelly Kumalo and others. Should myself and the Sifiso Meiwa, we come up with the issue of the private prosecution. Because now they will say the people who killed Senzo have been found guilty. There will be no more chance for the private prosecution because NPA will not issue null.
Caution. SA Infotainment Podcast. Listen to different views. Should you wish to respond, you are allowed. Towards what you are about to listen, take it with a pinch of salt and use the word allegedly. Why? Because anything that is said against somebody, it remains an allegation unless otherwise it is proven before the court of law. Till such a time, it just remains an allegation. Therefore, please, the views that you are about to hear, it represent that of the guest, but not of the podcast. Thank you very much.
How are you? You are speaking to Bongani Masugu. Who am I speaking to?
Yes, it's Advocate Malesela Teffo Bongs. How was it, man?
I'm good, and you, man?
It's me. I'm calling you right from Kosumampur, and I'm on the public phone. Yeah?
I can
People mustn't come with some allegation that I was talking to you. I'm having the cell phone when I'm in prison.
Now, I see the number starts with 012 328 something. I won't call the other numbers, but yeah, you can see that this is a landline. I mean, a public phone, yes.
Sure.
Yeah, so wait a minute, Advocate. I'm glad to receive your call, because what has just happened these days, we had Lucha Ratamo at Loco said that the confessions are admissible, right? And also said this is ruling, not a judgment. So he can change. What's your take about what has just happened?
Yeah, man, I'm so shocked. That Mukwating, after all, everybody, I trusted him, that man. I trusted him that he will be fair judge, you see. But anyway, after I heard about that, I've made a series of the events that I want you to keep on record. The people can hear, the people of the world can hear what actually is happening in this so-called, in the case of Senzo Meiwa. So just be patient with me. I'm going to go with all sequence, and then when I'm done, then you can ask me the question wherever you want for the clarity of the people, you see.
Okay.
So they think they keep me in jail, they are safe. They are not safe. Let me start by saying, my man.
Wait, before you start, do you consent that I record the call then?
Yes.
Okay, now continue.
Let it be on record, man. I want it to be on record. The people can know what is happening.
No problem. Continue. I won't disturb you.
Yes. You know, what happened yesterday, I was not surprised anyway, because let me tell you, there was a meeting on the 19th and the 20th of November 2020 the meeting was about to sabotage the proceedings in the matter case of Senzo Robert Meiwa when it started. It was held at Parliamentary Precinct in Cape Town. in 2020. And then, in that meeting, the meeting was chaired by the Minister of Police, Mr. Becky Kele. There were different stakeholders present in the meeting on these 2 days. And then those stakeholders were Minister Kele represented himself and the office of the Minister of Police. 2 police colonels, namely Pongani Gininda and Notice, were investigators of phosphorus case 636/10/2014. Mr. Nati Ngube, former spokesperson of NPA and director of the court, was representing NPA and the Minister of Justice, Mr. Lamola, in that meeting. And then, on the 20th November 2020, Mr. Ronald Lamola and Advocate George Baloi were physically present in the meeting on the final day. Actually, the meeting took like 2 days. The first that I started with, it was the 19th of November. Then on the 20th, Lamola and George Baloi were physically present in the meeting. It was the final day. However, investigators in the case docket phosphorus case 375/01/2019, Warrant Officer Mishat Makubu and Lieutenant Colonel Joyce Butcheres were not invited. The reason being that the meeting was secret to them, and obviously Warrant Officer Makubu would not have agreed with the intentions of such gathering of the crooks. And then they had an agreement, these parties. In November 2020, accused number 1 to 4 were legally represented by the legal aid judiciaries, each of them. Accused number 5 was legally represented privately. In other words, he had a private mandate by Mr. Sevilla of law firm M.M. Sevilla Attorneys in KZN, as instructing attorney of Advocate Zandile Mshololo from Durban, Bar. However, Mr. Sevilla terminated his mandate on accused number 5 by the end of July 2022. Advocate Mshololo continued to represent accused number 5 without instructing attorney, which is violation of the Code of Conduct for Legal Practice Council, LPC, and serious misconduct because Advocate Mshololo is not practicing with trust account. She was receiving legal fees directly from whoever was paying fees on behalf of accused number 5. It was agreed that Advocate George Baloi will be prosecutor when phosphorus case 636/10/2014 begins. It was agreed that number 5, accused number 5, when I say number 5, you must know that I'm talking about accused number 5, Sifiso Nduli, that is presented by Mshololo, will be converted into the witness in terms of the provisions of Section 204 of CPA. Section 204 of CPA is the state witness now. He turned the witness against his own colleagues, and he will plead guilty as well as incriminating number 1 to 4 in the murder of Senzo Robert Meiwa. Advocate Mshololo had already agreed on terms and conditions with Advocate Baloi of the state about using number 5 as Section 204 witness against number 1 to 4. However, Mr. Sevilla, as instructing attorney of Advocate Mshololo, was never made aware until the case begins on the 11th of April 2022. I personally made Mr. Sevilla aware of this information after my withdrawal from the proceedings on the 12th of July 2022. Mr. Sevilla terminated his mandate on number 5 by the end of July 2022. And Advocate Mshololo never informed the court. However, I informed Justice Maumela about termination of mandate on number 5 by instructing attorney Mr. Sevilla. Justice Maumela and Advocate George Baloi were not interested, and I was ignored. Advocate Mshololo proceeded with trial without attorney to instruct her in terms of the Code of Conduct of the Legal Practice Council. I did not report this to court due to personal vendetta against Mshololo or bad faith, but I did this in the interest of justice and the purity of the trial proceedings. However, I realized that Advocate Mshololo was favored by both Justice Teffo Maumela and State Prosecutor Advocate Baloi. Then accused number 2 and 3. It was agreed in the meeting dated 19 and 20 November 2020 that accused 2 and 3, Pongani Ntanzi and Tobisi Mube, be found guilty as alleged intruders at Kumalo House on the 26th of October 2014. They should be given life sentence each. The rest of accused, 1, 4, and 5, be given 5 years, which will be suspended for 5 years. Then the presiding judge, in terms of the meeting's agreement, the parties agreed that for their plan to succeed of supporting the case or the proceedings, they must find judge who will be biased against defense and favor the state. The mission to find such judge was left in the care of ministers, namely Lamola and Pele. Ministers, both Lamola and Pele, approached the office of the President, Ramaphosa, gave him feedback on the meeting, and they informed President about the judge who should be on their side for the mission to sabotage the proceedings when the trial begins. I later, in my research, found that the third judge is related to the former wife of President Ramaphosa. In other words, I think her name was Faith Ramaphosa.
Okay.
Deputy Judge President Obrili Dwaba was approached, and he made Justice Teffo Maumela to be available. On the 17th March 2022, accused number 1 to 4 terminated mandate of legal aid judicase, and I took over number 1 to 4. Then my coming on board in this matter broke the mission started in Cape Town on the 19th and 20th of November 2020. The benefits that stand to be there for the judge on accomplishing the mission follows. He will be paid 35 million and the promotion to senior judge. Note, all of above were to be done to save prosecuting people in their house and avoiding issuing certificates for null prosecution, with aim to disturb or frustrate private prosecution of Kelly Kumalo and others. Should myself and the Sisiso Meiwa, we come up with the issue of the private prosecution. Because now they will say the people who killed Teffo have been found guilty. There will be no more chance for the private prosecution, because NPA will not issue null prosecution certificate. They will say, make appeal, because the people who killed Teffo are found guilty, make appeal. They think the people of South Africa and the people of the world are stupid, these people. So, to continue about this, number 5 and the political killings in KZN. Number 5 was convicted and sentenced to 6 lives and 39 years imprisonment for the political killings committed in KwaZulu-Natal. And he was used as hitman hired by his political principals to kill their rivalries in other political parties, and all same members of ANC killing each other for positions and tenders. Number 5 was arrested by Warrant Officer Makubu during the duty arrangements of the police operations of political killings investigation in KwaZulu-Natal. Number 5 had shot and killed 3 members of the royal family of the late King Goodwill Zwelithini KwaZulu as part of the political killings in the killing fields of KwaZulu. Advocate Musololo is a part of the advisory team of royal family, but yet today is representing somebody who has killed the members of the royal family. How contradictory it is. But this one has to be explained by Musololo to the LPC. How can you represent the person who has killed the royal family, 3 members of the royal family, yet you claim to be the part of the team of the advisory team of the royal family? Musololo, she must inspect her own heart. Amongst the political principals who were hiring number 5 to kill opponents was the current Minister of the Police, Mr. Peggy Kele. It is the reason today Mr. Kele is persona non grata in the area of KwaZulu, of KwaNongoma, in KwaZulu. Persona non grata means that you cannot see Peggy Kele in KwaZulu, in KwaNongoma today because of what he used to do with the late guy who was his friend, Mr. Mkunu. That's why during the funeral of the late King Godu Zulitin in Gonyama, Etikale and President Ramaphosa, they used the back doors to go away because the people were intending to make sure that they want to make the life of the Etikale difficult after the meeting. They just respected that it was the funeral of the Ngonyama. They should have done something very serious to Etikale. Therefore, it is my sincere belief that number 5 must be withdrawn from 5 accused on trial of Senator Robert Maiwa proceedings with immediate effect. I believe number 5 will be effective if he is used in the mission or project established to resolve the matters happened as a result of political killings in KwaZulu-Natal. This will effectively deal with the removal of Advocate Mushololo in this trial because Mushololo is working with the state. From the beginning, people didn't understand me. They thought maybe I'm jealous from Mushololo. I knew from the beginning that Mushololo is working with the state against me. I was alone. I was on my own from the beginning. So there was no way that he could represent Sisong Ntuli. Ntuli has 6 life sentence. He's a dead man walking before the court. How can you represent such a person? And why should Sisong Ntuli pay 23,000 a day for Mushololo? Where does he take that money from? Mushololo has to explain to the Legal Service Council who was the source of his legal bills since when she was working alone. The relationship between Advocate Mushololo and number 5 has a long history dating or started in KwaZulu. Number 5 had co-accused in the case of murder in KZN. Advocate Mushololo represents co-accused of number 5, and number 5 was represented by other lawyer. However, co-accused of number 5, who was represented by Advocate Mushololo, was since shot and killed by the police more than 4 years ago. This is how a relationship between number 5 and Mushololo was born. This time, Advocate Mushololo is representing number 5 in the matter which he did not commit. However, this is for the purpose of Mushololo raking the millions from state by using number 5 as pawn. The other thing that I should not forget to tell you, Bongs, is that when I start, during my time when I started in 2022 April, this case of Senzo had about 250 million budget taken from the slush fund of crime intelligence of the police. This was going to be used, was overseen by Baloi. 250 million to pay, to buy the testimonies of the people that they don't even know what they were talking about. Then when I come to issue of the Mushololo and that number 5, Advocate Zandile Mushololo had heartlessly became financial beneficiary in the cold-blooded murder of the late Senator Robert Maiwa. Among all the lawyers who were in this matter, especially the defense, Mushololo is the only one who benefited financially. And we will still wonder what was the source of this income. Maybe that 250 million was cash, but not maybe, I know, but I will tell you. In the dry season, January 2024, when everyone who has the responsibility to pay debts and school fees for children in this country was struggling to make the ends meet, Advocate Zandile Mushololo in January 2024 bought brand new BMW. I say halala to you, girl. You are strong. In the dry season, nobody has got even a cent. You buy a brand new BMW. The question is, where did you get the money, girl? Are you the lotto winner? Number 5, Mr. Sisong Ntuli was born and bred in the poverty-stricken countryside of Wanongoma and coming from the poor family. How did he afford 23,000 a day fee of advocate for a period of 3 years? Advocate Mushololo stayed, when he's here in Joburg for that matter, Advocate Mushololo stayed at 5-star hotels in the north of Johannesburg. This is what is happening, my man. And then I am saying, I'm not surprised about what Ratam Khoten said. And I can tell without any fear of contradiction. We know, South Africa knows, who are responsible for the matter of Senzo. I've said it on record, and I'll never change it. They can keep me here in Kosimamporo for 20 years. I'll never change my statement. They can take me to Robben Island. I'll never change my statement. I said, I'm on record. The fatal mistake has happened on that day, the 26th of October, 2014, in that house of Khumalo, the former house, where Kelly Khumalo, when he was supposed to give back the firearm, revolver, 38 special, to Senzo Miwa, after he took longer outside, because it's Longer who brought the firearm there. Longer was not there to kill anyone anyway. He was there to threaten Senzo Miwa, to say, Senzo, don't give my girl, Zandi, to any of your friends. He was there to threaten the poor guy, you see, not to kill. But the mistake happened. He shot one bullet on the tail. Then that's why Kilo said, Senzo, take this man on, take that firearm, because we know the second bullet is also in Yami. So he took Longer on. He overpowered Longer, he took the firearm, and then Kelly was nearby. He gave the firearm to Kelly. Then Senzo took Longer out, like throw him out. Then when he comes back, said, Kelly, give us the firearm. Kelly took the firearm to Senzo, but he was playful, Kelly. The revolver, even myself, my man, I've been the police officer for 19 years. I cannot confirm revolver. Revolver is so sensitive. It can discharge the firearm at any time when you least expect it. You see, the firearm, for the distance of not meter, millimeter or centimeter, the firearm, the bullet, poof, hit Senzo through the heart, and it went to exit at the back. That mistake happened. People don't want to talk the truth. Because these people, they don't want me in the case of Senzo Miwa to finish what I started. I will speak this in the street. You are a godsend, Bongs. Through you, the people will know the truth now. What happened? So now Ratamu Kwakin want to say, Bongani dance, they were there on the 26th of October 2014. No. They must leave Bongani alone, leave Mtsenzi alone, leave Matisa alone, leave Sevilla alone. These boys are innocent. These boys are innocent. I can die for them. I can put my head on the block. And this proceeding must stop, Bongani. They must stop now. Because all these people calling themselves the lawyers there, to start with, Musololo is not clean before the court because she does not have the instructing attorney. Numalo does not have the instructing attorney. And for your information, was brought by Musololo. And Munisi does not have the instructing attorney. Also, Munisi is a cousin to Bongani Gininda, who is the leading investigator officer in the 636.
Yeah?
Munisi.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, Munisi is a cousin to Bongani Gininda.
Wait, Advocate Munisi, who represents accused number 3 in the Meiwa case, is a cousin to the lead investigator, Brigadier Bongani Gininda.
That's correct. No more than that. No more than that. He tried to engage another guy, I know him, Mr. Tadi, Oscar Attorney. He wanted Tadi to give him instructions. I see. Then I happened to find out about this. I phoned Tadi. I said, Tadi, if you want to be in danger, give me the instruction to be in the case of Senzo Miwa, because I'm no longer in that case. Give me the instruction. You'll pay. You'll pay with whatever, and you will be destroyed. It will be done with you if you can do that. All along, Gininda wanted me to be there because these people, Gininda, Baloi, they need somebody who will be soft. They don't need a tough person like myself. I don't know if I'm tough, but I'm just saying I'm tough. Maybe I'm overrating myself. I don't. Yeah. So what is happening there is a circle. So, like I'm telling you now, there is no one who's in there. Okay. Before I forget other things, I'm the one who brought Sipora Musipile. When I realized during the time after I left, when I realized that Judge Maumela was also doing the same thing that he did to me, to my former attorney, Mr. Tobani. Because Siparam Sipilo will always, I know Siparam Sipilo some time back. I did appeal for the client that he represented, but he didn't win the case. I've made an appeal for the person that he represented, and I succeeded in getting the appeal pending, getting the bail pending appeal. You see. So Ramasipilo will always phone me. Hey, he's blaming Tobani. Tobani is doing this. I said, okay, Mr. Ramasipilo, just go and get there. I'll talk to Ndabesiria, the father of accused number 1. You see. Then tell him that I want to break something. Because, no, anyway, they were complaining as well. They were saying, since you left the case, Teffo, Tobani is found to be weak, he's wondering, he needs someone to assist. I said, no, I will find someone to assist. I found Siparam Sipila. I phoned Ntate Sidia. I said, Mr. Sidia, I got this person, and then I believe, I trust you can assist, you can stabilize the situation there. Then I said, he will phone you, and then to confirm the mandate. Indeed, Siparam Sipila phoned Mr. Sidia. Then Mr. Sidia said, give him go ahead because it's through me. Because in that day, Sidia trusted me. See, everything. Then if somebody is come by me, he does not hesitate to say, okay, fine. So now, I said, go and join the queue there. Help Tobani. So he went there. That life of saying, no, I came in here when he was asked, why you come today, you are going to stop the case, then you are going to cause us to postpone for you to acquaint yourself with the proceedings and the transcripts. He said, no, the father of accused number 1 called me when I was at court. Wait. Those were lies anyway. You see, just how he got in. He was just supposed to stop straight to look, I'm the new person here, carrying the mandate for 1 and 2, and the rest to say somebody phoned me when I was at another court. Those were lies. I'm saying this deliberately because as I speak to you now, today, Siparam Sipila has turned against me, has turned against my client. Siparam Sipila today is working with the state. They have converted him like Mushololo now. You see, they have converted him. He's working with Baloi, he's working with Mushololo. Now they are working against accused 1 and 2. He does not even talk to me today from Sipila. So I want him out of that case. That case must just collapse. So now those guys are on their own. You know, by the time when I came in this case, I sit down with the Sifiso Meiwa. I sit down with the Mobile, Makisa. They explained to me. It was after we had a press conference at the University of Pretoria on the 13th December 2021.
I remember that interview.
Yes, exactly. You see? Then they requested me, they said, Sister said to me, this is, but I knew Mobile by that time already, but he said, no, we found a new situation here, advocate. I don't know how you will take it. Those guys said, my brother, my brother, and others, because I know that Mapisa is the boss there. He's the one who's pulling the strings there. But I know, things, if they come with this Mobile, things will happen. You see, Snow said, advocate, these guys, they said, they can see you. You are representing them, even though you don't know them. What the things that you are talking about, it's clear that you are defending them. They are innocent. So, is it possible that you can come on the board and represent them? I said, no, that will need the attorney. But for me, I don't have a problem. And I know you may not have money. It's not about the money. By that time, I was already the watching brief for the Meiwa family, for CISO, you see. Then I said, okay, guys, let's talk, let's finalize it. And we finalized it that day. I said, if you can get, because I'm the advocate who's not trusting practice with a trust account, I need the attorney to do my things legally so that I cannot be struck off the road. Because people think that I'm struck off the road now. They don't know that that judgment of the 6th of September 2022 is fraudulently obtained by the police. But that one is something else. Then I requested these people. I met Tobani, because Tobani I was with him at the University of Johannesburg, the person that I knew. Because everybody was afraid of this case. Everybody was afraid of this case. I don't understand why everybody is now rushing to this case after I've been there. You see? Then it's only to one that I pleaded with him. He said, please, man, be on the roll. You see? Then I'll talk to the family, make some plans. Indeed, I said, no, the attorney needs money. Put out 5,000. And indeed, the family paid out 5,000. It was 20,000. I took 15,000. I gave it to Toban to be on the board as my extracting team. I took 5,000 for my petrol. I was not there for the money. I was there for the justice. Amen. I was there for the justice. I don't understand why today people are fighting. You know, if I was like Musololo, let me tell you, Bongs, for the period that I've been in this case, when I've counted, I've lost 890,000 for the time I've been on this case, from April to July. You see, I could have been paid 890,000. Now I'm talking to you, I don't have even a cent. I'm in jail here for 8 months, almost 8 months. I haven't been doing my job. I've got the school fees owing. I've got my rent to buy a house, the rent. I'm staying at there. I'm almost owing something like close to 300,000. I don't have that money now. My family can be evicted anytime. See? My family can be evicted anytime, but it's not an issue like that. But I know in South Africa there are good Samaritans. If they are listening to you and me, they can assist. People can come to assist. I believe so. You see.
But wait,
I strongly believe so.
can I ask something with regards to people assisting? Because one will say, okay, we want to assist. But I usually tell people, even with the Meiwa case, I told people, I don't want to have my money because money will result in people having squabbles. So I'm just putting on record that I don't want to. If they want to help you, I don't want to be the middleman. If they want, for instance, to say, Bonds, where is the account? How can they assist?
Yeah, man. Account, you will get it. Or should I give it on air now?
You can say it, but I will. If it is with your wife, I'll call your wife and ask her to send me the message.
Yeah. Call my wife. My wife will give you account for those who want to assist, man. And you are the center of you are God sent. You are the center of all this that can help. And then because I want the people of South Africa to know, not only people of South Africa, because this case has got the international appeal, you understand?
Yes.
So people today, after that arrest at the High Court, I'm exposed to the whole world. I speak to the people to Canada today, to Ireland, to America, to everywhere. People even recognize me walking in the mall. There's someone will tell you I'm from Toronto, Ottawa, in Canada. Mr. Teffo, I'm a right job. Why talking that with
yeah, but I can attest to that because I can tell that I'm speaking to some people in UK. Recently, I was speaking to somebody in Ireland, and that person was like, it's a pity because that person was like, hey, I want to assist the advocate Teffo financially, but the problem is that he had put, just that I didn't want to talk to your wife about it as like confirmed. He was like, no, on the 7th of March, I want to send something. I was like, okay, once it's ready, I'm going to get an account and say, okay, use this account. But unfortunately, there was a funeral, and he told me that, I'm delayed, there's a funeral. But he's like, no, I'm still willing to assist and few of people in Ireland. So when you speak about people internationally, I know there are those people internationally who are like, we want to help. Also, just saying it on record so that maybe he is listening. So he listened to the interviews that I did where the people were speaking about you, Snobile, your wife, Patricia. So he reached out to me, this guy. I don't know how to name him, but he says to me, Bongs, I'm from Limpopo and I want to help. I'm still waiting for him to call me. He was supposed to call me the past weekend. And I was like, okay, once he has finalized his things, I'm going to connect him to your wife. So that, because like I said, I don't want to be the middleman when it comes to finances. And I want to put it on record. I don't want to be the middleman when it comes to finances. Sure. Be it the one in relation to Advocate Teffo, be it the one in relation to Senzo Meyiwa. whether you want to donate to the defense, to the accused, to the Mewa family, do not send that money to me. So, look, I will always give the relevant account. I don't take monies like that. So if he's listening, I must say that I'm going to give the account soon.
Yeah. No, after we communicate, you talk to my wife and then can give anything, you know. So like I'm saying, you're a godsend to save this whole situation of South Africa, not just me, because now today the people know the truth through you, that what happened yesterday, that the confessions has been confirmed, has been admitted. So where does this go into? Hence I say to you, let's go back to the meeting of Cape Town. I even opened the case. I never forget to tell you that. About that meeting of Cape Town, I've got I've got the sources of information. You cannot believe. Some people are even in prison that are giving me the whole information. You know, because Gininda went everywhere in prisons to ask the people to implicate Abu Mapisa, to implicate Bupongani, to implicate all these people those who were already in prison. Mtobisi, and President Mube. He's given life sentence. He was serving in Sun City. And then Mapisa is in the COP. Yeah? And then number five. Number five was not even supposed to be part of this proceedings to start with. He was supposed to be in Kokstad, KwaZulu-Natal, to serve his 6 lives for 39 years. Now here, for him to come here, he's in holidays. He was brought by Msololo and Gininda and Baloi because they wanted to make him Section 204 witness. Because Gininda likes so much to make people Section 204 witness. He doesn't even mind to stop prison to go to prison. You don't know. This guy who has been given 6 life sentence, because Gininda is there and Baloi is there, Baloi wants to save his career. I can tell you, accused number 5, he may not even start 6 lives, I'm telling you.
Oh.
They can make an agreement with him. I know Gininda. I know Gininda in another case, in Johannesburg, of Crasher case. I'm representing accused number 1 and 2, Mia and Mafunda. In the
Crasher case?
Yes, I'm representing number 1 and 2. And the judge there is Msimeki.
You were there you were part and parcel of that case.
I was chased by the judge. The judge, before case of Senzo Mewa, I was chased by the judge, Judge Msimeki. He made unilateral application to recuse myself. He heard that I'm going to recuse him. He immediately writes a judgment for recusing me. And he calls that judgment the root advocate. What do we do with the root advocate? The judge. We recuse him before you recuse me, the judge.
Wait, let's go back a bit.
And that judgment, it's written. Go and find it. The case law, root advocate is advocate Teffo. Go and find it.
I didn't know. Now I think I will have it.
And let me tell you, because in terms of the benefits to find Teffo guilty, we are paying with money in South Africa, but we've got the people who've got the break line of 85 cents. All right. Thanks, my man. We'll talk. That's enough, man.
Wait, I wanted to ask you a few questions, but provided you still have that few time.
Pardon?
I'm saying I wanted to ask you a few questions, provided you still have a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, I don't have the time anymore, man.
Okay, no, it's fine. I understand.
Yeah. Let the people hear what I said, and then we will talk, man.
All right, sharp.
Okay. There is other issues that I'm going to bring salvo. Now, if they want me to talk this thing in the street or in the Bongani YouTube, I will talk. Bongani YouTube will be my court. I will echo. I know too much about this case, and I know many things, even about the president, even about these people who are involving themselves in this case. I know many things. I know too much.
They will kill me, those ones. They will be like, oh, you are now the mouthpiece. No. Let's deal with this one now. You know, most. If they don't kill you, they'll open a case for you.
I've got my God. I've got a strong God. My God is protecting me day and night. And I heard you saying that somebody is threatening you. If the people are threatening you, tell me. I will deal with them. Thank you, man, and keep well.
Sharp.